Managing Conflict in Small Groups, a presentation by Casey LeBron, Tawanda Perkins, and Nikki Sutler. What is conflict? Ghislaine and Adams defines conflict as the expressed struggle that occurs when interdependent parties, including group members, perceive incompatible goals or scarce resources and interference in achieving their goals. Other professional scholars have defined conflict in their own unique way. Clinical psychologist Joyce Hocker and conflict manager William Wilmot define conflict as an expressed struggle between at least two interdependent parties who perceive incompatible goals, scarce resources, and interference from others in achieving their goal. Conflict is generated by differences in ideas, values, and beliefs. It has contradictory forms, processes, and outcomes. Conflict can serve to enhance relations, provide opportunity for growth, and it can create dysfunction and disorder. There are 5 causal elements of conflict. They are relationship issues, value conflicts, conflict about interests, discrepancies over factual information, and clashes over structural inequality. The central element in interpersonal conflict is communication. Communication is the verbal and nonverbal exchange of thoughts and emotions to exchange meaning. It can exacerbate the situation or lead to productive management. How should we handle conflict that occurs in small groups? The role of a good small group leader is to recognize conflict and to manage it. Here are some principles to successfully navigate conflict. Typically, people think about managing conflict in 2 different approaches, the distributive approach and the integrative approach. The distributive approach is a win-lose approach in which a person will gain at the expense of someone else. The integrative approach ensures that everyone can be a winner and the concerns of the group can be integrated into a solution. This is also referred to as win-win. The key to conflict style is that there is an appropriate use for all styles. It's important to find the right balance of style for the size and purpose of the group. As an example, small, short-term task groups should avoid passive tactics and integrate ideas as much as possible. There are certain style elements of conflict management that help describe how a person will most likely handle conflict over time. According to Effective Group Discussion by Ghislaine and Adams, style is a combination of how cooperative and assertive a person is. The 5 styles include competition, collaboration, compromise, avoidance, and accommodation. This illustration shows the different styles based on the level of assertiveness and cooperativeness. Tactics are the choices that people make in relation to their conflict style. 2 examples are competition and collaboration. A competition tactic would be considered rejecting ideas or telling hostile jokes. Collaboration tactics is when a group works together by providing analytic and conciliatory remarks. Managing conflict can be handled in 2 steps. Step 1 is venting and step 2 is resolving issues. It's imperative that these 2 steps happen in order. Venting is described as listening to people and their concerns. They want their voices to be heard. After it's clear that feelings and emotions have been communicated, it is time to help resolve the issues. It's important that the resolution process is structured. Resolution can be formed through the tactics discussed on the previous slides, such as collaboration, problem-solving activities, identifying a compromise, and accommodation. In summary, group members should consider each other enough to recognize triggers and behaviors that may push buttons and cause conflicts. If we understand triggers, we will better deal with conflict situations in groups and in the workplace. At the end of the day, group collaboration equals group success. Thank you for your attention.